Does my sassy name upset you? Why are you beset with gloom?
Why are you beset with gloom?
'Cause I walk like I've got all wells. I'm thinking I'm living wrong.
Just like the moon, I'll rise.
Rise you must, rise you shall. Even in this state of transition, Josephine Barnett Bell, you will rise. God, in all his wisdom, history as he means it to be written and remembered, dictates that your spirit will rise. Because the elements of you are firmly planted and are guaranteed to grow roots in the legacy that continues to shape us. A voice of reason, pillar of strength, honesty, brutal if forced, but gentle. But the moment called for more than an ounce of diplomacy. All elements of you not to be silenced. We will remember and celebrate the creativity of you that rings warm and resolute. It's in the music you help us make, the truths you beseech us to tell on and off life stages.
If I had to describe Jo in one word, it would be amazing. I've never met anyone who has had such a tremendous impact on such a wide cross-section of lives, whether students, tutors, suppliers, just anyone that she came in contact with, she left a mark. This really creative, dynamic person who she demanded respect, but at the same time, you were comfortable with her. You could laugh with her, talk about anything.
Whenever I came to the Center for the Arts, if no one else was there, Josephine was there. There were times I was on campus. I was stressed with schoolwork. I just wanted, you know, an escape, and Josephine would allow me to play the piano. And, you know, that just was such a breath of fresh air for me. If I felt like I just needed a place to be alone, once I wasn't, you know, disturbing anyone, you know, she would allow me to go in the second room and I could just chill, you know, in the AC and all of that.
I've always thought of Josephine as an institution within the University of Technology because of the quality and the breadth of information that she carries with her. Ever so often we remind her in here that she has that capacity to add value to the work that we do here at the center. As it relates to work, Josephine understood and appreciated the importance of us building on that foundation. And so she was very eager to be part of that process. She was brimming with ideas.
Auntie Jo, Jojo, we love her, we miss her. She's been more than just Auntie Jo. Kind of like a mother to us a lot of times. Known her for the past 7 years when I started here as a student. She gets stuff done.
Yeah, I remember Auntie Josephine when I joined the UTech Music Theatre Company in 2013, and they always want to push me about a whole heap of things that's performance-wise. And whenever she's going to call anybody to do any small performance or anything, it would be me, Peter Gay, and some other persons. She'd always be calling me.
What can I say? Mrs. Bell, I am professional person, quite professional, more mother figure, caring, in terms of being organized, in terms of loving the choir, in terms of loving the arts.
Good thing about Josephine is that she found a job here at UTech that she loved. She was very passionate about what she did. In fact, she was an excellent marketer for the Center for the Arts.
She was really pushing hard to have a library established for the students and the staff by extension. And it's one of the projects that we would love to see through to the end in her honor, because of really the magnitude of enthusiasm that she wanted and she had placed behind that particular project.
When I started to work at the Center of the Arts several years ago, I found that the transition in fitting in this new work environment was made much easier because of Josephine. I've always referred to Josephine as the fixer. She's a bit like the Olivia Pope of the Center of the Arts. You wanted things done, and she was the person you would turn to. I think so many things, maybe things that were way outside of her job description, and always doing it with a smile and a willing heart, you know.
Josephine's identity was wrapped up in her job description. So the center was Josephine, and Josephine was the center.
Miss Josephine is really a nice, good person. She keep my company in the morning, because when you come over here, me and her run like a joke, or we talk. She don't make anything really bother her. She will sit in her little corner. She's a workaholic. Sit in her little corner, do her work. Easy person to talk to.
I felt like no show, the cultural showcase certainly couldn't go on without the input that Josephine made, you know. And sometimes I think now, you know, I just think that without her it's going to be so different. But she has left a legacy here at the Center of the Arts.
I'll miss working with her, but most of all, I'll miss her friendship.
On a personal level, Josephine was far more than a staff member. In so many respects, she's somebody that encouraged and mentored me. And I think that is true for almost everybody she has touched. And to put it simply, Josephine Barnett Bell is a good person and somebody we will miss deeply because of the fact that she was simply a good person.
My consolation at this time, though sad in her passing, is that Josephine loved and love was returned. She loved what she did, and all her colleagues, the students, loved her.
Josephine Barnett Bell, for just over 2 decades, you loomed large, a force that was never missed, a spirit felt. You must rise. You are a celebrated part of the institutional memory of the University of Technology, Jamaica, never to be forgotten.